I want to welcome you back to Black Site, and tonight, Little Boosie goes off on Mark Zuckerberg and his family for taking down his IG page. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. We know Little Boosie's page has been taken down off of IG. He had his movie My Struggle on. It was supported by Dr. Bill Cosby, but he also asked Drake to support it. But Little Boosie should have known this was coming, simply because what he said about Lil Nas X and the LGBTQ community and some of the more controversial things that he has said over the past months. But Little Boosie goes off on Mark Zuckerberg. He goes off on his wife, says she looks like Kim Jong-un, and said why would he marry such an ugly woman. But he also said some disparity things about the kids, in which I believe he may have went too far, and it may be a bridge he crossed that he may never get to come back over. Little Boosie has to understand that all of these social media websites work together, and most of them are run by the small hats. And the small hats never forget, they may not can beat you physically, but they can beat you with their power and their money. Little Boosie, he is from the hood, he's from the streets. He'll be able to eat, he'll find a way to eat. But Little Boosie should not have went at the man's family. But Little Boosie has to understand, when you think outside of the box and you don't go with the mainstream media, mainstream entertainment media says, you will be punished for your actions. And you see it all over the internet today. Nicki Minaj is going to catch hell. Other people who happen to speak up, they're going to be deleted themselves. So he should have prepared himself for this eventual day in which that page was going to be taken down. He was probably making quite a few dollars off of this movie. This is probably why he should get his own website or something of that nature, or put it on another social media platform. Yes, it may not be as big as IG, but it's something that people can actually go to if linked to that site and share it with many other people, that they can see your movie. But we have to understand we are in dark days right now. We are in the authoritarian regime that's in the White House, the Biden regime. And he is connected with all social media companies. They are now deciding who should be listened to and who should not should be listened to. Who are the influencers who happen to be on our side on every issue? And Little Boosie is not one of them. After the disparaging statements that he has made about Mark Zuckerberg and his family, I doubt if that page is ever put back up. And all that he has worked for to get so many followers on that page, millions, that he will never recover again. That's why he should have prepared himself with a website or going to other social media platforms out there. But this is sad to see, that we live in a country in 2021 where an entertainer, influencer like Little Boosie and many others can't say what they want to say. You almost have to parse your words on YouTube, because you say the wrong words, you'll get a strike or your channel might be gone. This is what happened when they let loose the dragon during last election. When they went after President Trump, you knew that they were going to go start going after other entertainers and regular Americans who have a point of view that happens to be different than what the mainstream is selling you. Little Boosie is not a revolutionary, but he happens to be a man who expresses his point of view. And no man should be quieted. No man should be shut down. This is what the Constitution was written for, freedom of speech. But that speech is being curtailed, and it's being curtailed by the left. The so-called people who are supposed to be for the people have now joined on with the socialist communist regime. If we can shut you down, that's how we win. That's how our agenda goes forward. I would say in the next 10 years, you won't hear people like Little Boosie anymore. You won't hear anybody that you know happens to be controversial on these social media platforms anymore. It will be limited to people who are associated with the government, associated with corporate industries, associated with big pharma, associated with the military industrial complex. Those are the only people you will hear on YouTube, Instagram. Those influencers who are willing to sell themselves for the top dollar, to influence the population to listen to their point of view. And hopefully there will become another social platform run by black people, in which black people can speak their own language and talk about their own issues without being shut down. They love this because what they're doing now is already being done in China. This is how the Chinese control what you hear, what you see in that communist state. So it's easy for them to implement this in America. And they're doing it slowly but surely. And if you don't if you don't revolt, if you don't file lawsuits against these companies, you're going to get what Boosie Badazz is getting. He's getting kicked to the curb and saying, basically, when it comes to social media, you're not making $1 off of this. But we know one thing, Little Boosie will survive, because that's his innate nature to live off the land. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.